And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Two of the best teams in the game square off. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers going up against the New York Mets. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. And on the hill, Sean Manaea. And singing, it's not hard to see, he's been outstanding.
Well, you just take a look at the numbers, ERA in the low ones. He's clearly been one of the best pitchers in the league this year. I mean, just dynamic stuff. It's electric as well as it comes through the zone. Hitters trying to figure out what he's doing. So hard to think with. And the only bad thing for him is that your ERA can really only go up. It's hard to take it down lower unless you throw a shutout. So we'll see what he's got in this one.
Struck him out looking.
Well, I think that was just a case of a hitter quitting on a pitch. He was looking fastball and didn't see it out of the hand and just left the bat on his shoulder. That was a changeup right over the plate. Probably not the location he was looking for, but the change of speeds is what fooled him, and he got the out.
Manaea, when you talk about his skill set, he stops teams from getting hits. That's the thing that he's so good at. He's just really difficult to get base hits against. Here's Mookie Betts at the plate now. He's one of the few players in baseball history to win the MVP and World Series in the same season.
Yeah, that 2018 Red Sox season was...
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the first. Dodgers go down quietly. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And we're back. And today on the hill, Blake Snell.
Comes into this start sporting a lifetime ERA just over 3. He's been pretty great for most of his big league career. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
Edman in position. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one away. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. Chris, this is an offense that puts the bat on the ball. Tough outs pretty much throughout the lineup. And they have fewer strikeouts than any other team in the league.
Yeah, Boog, and I just remember as a player, when you're going up against a club like this, it keeps you on your toes all game long because you got to make plays for your pitcher on the defense. And so an offense like that can really put some pressure on that defense. So they can swing the bats, put it in play, but I also think if they run the bases hard, it adds another element to their game.
2 down, bases empty. Here's Pete Alonso. You rewind and think back to those Giants teams that won 3 world titles. They were pretty good contact-based teams. Obviously, the Royals as well. It feels like it's swinging back a little bit towards there's an advantage to having some hitters in your lineup that make contact. That's in there. 3-2 now.
3-2.
Ground ball up the middle, and that one handled. Whips it to first, and that takes care of Alonso. And that'll do it. Down in order go the Mets. Scoreless after 1. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the veteran outfielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Manaea ready to fire now. And he chases a high fastball there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Making 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Here's Muncy to hit. Swings through that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. I mean, it doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Here's Kike Hernandez. Two now. Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts in a row. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here at Citi Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the third baseman, Mark Vientos. Cut on and lifted in the air. Kim sizes this one up, hauls it in, and there's one away. Brett Bryant digs in now. One down, base is empty. Base hit, left center field.
Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Luis Angel Acuna up now for the Mets. Grounder might be 2. Glove flip to second, to first, not in time. Great effort there. Here's Brandon Nimmo. Here's a 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2. Acuna off of first with 2 away. Ground ball right side. Throw on to Freeman. And that is the third out of the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We played 2 full, no score. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Number 25, Tommy.
And he deals.
Edman.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
2 strikes.
Another one, and that makes it 7 consecutive strikeouts.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Nimmo snags it for the second out.
Batting 9, the catcher, Austin Barnes.
Now the catcher up to hit, Austin Barnes. 2 outs, base is empty. Gonna count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground, right side, McNeil. And that is the inning. Dodgers down in order. Still no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Jeff McNeil stands in.
Baseman, Jeff McNeil.
Just missed.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Foul ball there. Up the middle. Betts whips it to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Next to hit, Luis Torres.
The catcher, Luis Torres.
Snellzilla picks up the strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Now up to... Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. That'll fire up the dugout. His 18th home run of the season. It's 1-0.
He hasn't been at his best at the plate these last few games, so this could end up being an important home run for him. Maybe it's a sign of more to come. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Here's Juan Soto. 2 down, nobody on. He swings and fouls one off. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Pages hauls it in to end the inning. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. It's now 1-0. Back here in Queens, start of the fourth, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman. Inside, just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Just misses. And now it's 3-2.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. In the air, right side of the infield. Alonso under this one. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 1 down. Now it's the second baseman, Ha-Seong Kim. 1 down, base is empty. That one fouled off. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. 2 outs. The shortstop takes the ball. That one misses. 3 balls and a strike. The Dodgers still looking for their first hit in this one. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. So 12 up, 12 down. And we're back. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Pete Alonso.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Tied him up on a fastball inside.
Up next for the Mets.
And now it's Mark Vientos. 1 out, base is empty. Hammer, base hit. Brett Bryant up now for the Mets. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Edman. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Luis Angel Acuna up now for the Mets.
The designated hitter, Luis Angel Acuna.
Ball to strike. And there's a foul ball. The 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Runner puts on the brakes at second, so it's first and second with 2 out.
The center fielder, number 9.
First and second,
Brandon
2 outs. At the plate,
Nimmo.
Brandon Nimmo. Fouled off left side. First and second, 2 down. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. To the right side, and Freeman, the Gold Glover, makes the play. The flip to the pitcher covering, and that will end the inning. So they strand a pair. We played 4. It's the Mets 1 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here at Citi Field. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but
now
found
batting,
a way. There's nothing cheap about
Matt
the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, he should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And though not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
Lindor over to second, over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Hernandez calls it in, and there's one away. And here's the catcher, Luis Torrens. And that one misses up and in. And a count 2-1. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And there's a hit. So that will bring up the top of the order with one away.
Now batting,
Francisco
the
Lindor.
shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Torrens at first, one gone. Lindor swings and blasts one deep left field. Bangs off the wall. Throw cut off to second. The tag, and they cut him down going for 2.
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there
Now
to try to
batting,
stretch that
the
single
right field.
into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
And now it's Juan Soto. Next offering is fouled back. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. And welcome back to the ballpark. Tommy Edman at the plate.
Leading off for the Dodgers, the center fielder, Tommy.
And that is out of play. See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today.
Well, I think he's got to be feeling pretty invincible out there on the mound right now. He's got the shutout working so far, and even when he challenges these guys, he's getting away with it. That pitch right there.
Ripped back to the mound, and that got him. Gets it there in time, though, and they get it out of the play. Austin Barnes now at the plate. Two of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off. That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper. And that's down and away. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Mets 1 and the Dodgers nothing. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's a big power threat. Pete Alonso. Ball to strike. The pitch. And that drops in for a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Kirby Yates, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Vesia also throwing. And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Simply said, this guy's flailing
Now
at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now. A couple of hits in a row for him here. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Pitching for
Man at first with 1 gone. And stepping in for New York, Brett Bryant.
Michael.
The 1-1.
Ball 2.
Vientos over at first with 1 away. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Pages makes the play, and there's 2 away. Now, Luis Angel Acuna. That one in triple digits.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Popped up. And that's a fair ball. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Next for the Mets, the center fielder.
Here's the center fielder, Brandon Nimmo. And that is cut on and missed. 1 and 2.
2 strikes.
That one ripped. Edman ranging back. Gives up the body and makes the catch.
Oh, man, amazing catch to end the inning. As a former outfielder, I'm feeling proud right now. Saw the wall, didn't get afraid, held on to the ball.
Back here in Queens, so now it's Freddie Freeman.
First baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Strike 2.
Well, I'm impressed with that challenge pitch right there. Even with this slim lead, this guy's not afraid to go right after these hitters.
He goes down looking. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Backed off the plate that time.
Straighten him up a little bit.
So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. He'll do it himself. And that quickly 2 away. Here's Betts.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
The count 2-1.
Just 1 out away from 7 strong innings and just at 100 pitches. Man, pretty impressive. They've got to be happy with what they've gotten from him out there today.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Bryant holds it in on the run. A new arm into the game, the righty Kirby Yates.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, 1-run game. Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets. And that's in for a strike. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. The 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. On the run, throw to first. And very nicely done for the out.
The catcher, number 13,
Luis Torres, the next to hit. And 1-2. Yates, known as a guy with pretty lights out type stuff. Racks up the strikeouts, but the command at times can elude him. Cut out and miss. Struck him out. 2 down.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count.
Shortstop.
And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Ripped into left center, base hit. So the inning is still alive with Juan Soto coming to the dish.
Yeah, and a manager in a situation like this type of pitcher has to stay alert and ready. He's got to make sure he's watching from pitch to pitch, hitter to hitter, to quickly get another reliever up in the bullpen if he needs to bring someone in.
And now Juan Soto. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. His second home run of the series, and they add a couple more. It's 3-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
That home run was a no-doubter. As we dive into the numbers with StatCast.
Crushed. Just absolutely crushed. 112 miles per hour on the exit velo, and like you said, no doubt about that one. Plenty of launch angle to give it that backspin as well, and that carried way over the wall.
So 2 away with nobody on. Pete Alonso now, always a power threat. The polar bear hit his 200th career home run last season.
Yeah, and that home run came right here at Citi Field. He's the 4th fastest player in baseball history to reach 200 homers.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here, the bottom of the 7th. That one out to right. And that's the inning. Mets add 2 runs on this blast. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. Here's the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Right through there for a strike.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Strike 3, got him with the sweeper. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting his stuff in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound.
Pitching for the Mets, number 71.
Got him. And there's 2 away.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Dodgers go to... So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Luis Garcia. This is his 5th appearance of the year.
Garcia.
Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. The 1-1 is fouled off. One and two now. That's a little bit low.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
That one the other way. Takes it himself. 2 up, 2 down.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs.
Now
that is an excellent
the designated
pace.
hitter, Luis Angel Acuna.
2 outs, base is empty. And next for the Mets, Luis Angel Acuna. That one hit to right. And that is that. We go to the ninth. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman.
Tommy Edman.
Manager out of the dugout. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. On the ground. McNeil. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
A swing and a miss. There's that slider.
When the leadoff man gets on, you want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
He's 2 outs away. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Austin Barnes. So a foul ball makes it 1 and 2. And they'll do it again. Man at first, 1 away. Fouls it off. Still 1 and 2. That one missed. Swings and misses. And they're down to their last out.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs 1 more out.
This could end it. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And it remains 2 and 2.
You see how the catcher wanted that pitch up and in. Wanted to try to tie him up. That's the one thing we're seeing, that high fastball.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Every night they come to play, and they've racked up a really impressive win streak to this point. To win this many games in a row, you have to be at least a little lucky, but more than that, you have to execute. We're seeing that from them right now.
A shutout in this one, 3-0 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.